chant together. Om Ajaya Namaha, Om Avyayaya Namaha, Om Avinashine Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Aprameyaya Namaha, Om Advitiyaya Namaha, Om Aniketaya Namaha, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namaha, Om Antasakshine Namaha, Om Antaryamine Namaha, Om Anandaya Namaha, Om Atma-swaroopaaya Namaha, Om Anglavasha Viduttamaya Namaha, Om Ishwaraya Namaha, Om Udara Hridayaya Namaha, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namaha, Om Ekasmai Namaha, Om Omkaravide Namaha, Om Karunasagaraya Namaha, Om Karmaparayanaaya Namaha, Om Kalatitaya Namaha, Om Kaivalya-swaroopaaya Namaha, Om Kritatmane Namaha, Om Kritakrityaya Namaha, Om Gita-jnana-yajna-pracharakaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Gunatitaya Namaha, Om Grantakrite Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namaha, Om Jagadatmane Namaha, Om Jagatsakshine Namaha, Om Janapriyaya Namaha, Om Jitendriyaya Namaha, Om Jiva Brahmaikyavide Namaha, Om Jivan Muktaya Namaha, Om Jirna Mandiro Dharakaya Namaha, Napo Vanashishya Namaha, Om Tapasvine Namaha, Om Tapanashanaya Namaha, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namaha, Om Tejasvine Namaha, Om Dehatitaya Namaha, Om Dvandvatitaya Namaha, Om Dridhanishchayaya Namaha, Om Dharma Samstapakaya Namaha, Om Dhimate Namaha, Om Dhiraya Namaha, Om Dairya Pradaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Nijanandaya Namaha, Om Nirapekshaya Namaha, Om Nispruhaya Namaha, Om Nirupamaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Nityaya Namaha, Om Niranjanaya Namaha, Om Paramaya Namaha, Om Parabrahmane Namaha, Om Pavanaya Namaha, Om Pavakaya Namaha, Om Purushottamaya Namaha, Om Prasannatmane Namaha, Om Phalasaktiragitaya Namaha, Om Bahubhaktaya Namaha, Om Bandhamochakaya Namaha, Om Brahmanishtaya Namaha, Om Brahmaparaya Namaha, Om Vayanashanaya Namaha, Om Bharata Gauravaya Namaha, Om Bhumne Namaha, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namaha, Om Maharshaye Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahatmane Namaha. नमः ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यदात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारकाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। First of all, thanks to the host who has decided to conduct this, organize this. This is the 22nd among the 108 satsangs. 108 is proposed to be the number of satsangs or 108 names of Pujya Gurudev. And next year marks his 25th year of Mahasamadhi. Great people who have no more identification with their body They don't die like any one of us. Their bodies may perish, but the soul will remain to give peace to everyone. Unlike all of us who have so much karma to yet experience, in many other bodies have to leave this world and then go to take up another body in some other world, maybe in Mars, probably. And many different lokas are there. Loka means lokyate iti loka. In Sanskrit, the definition of a loka is a field of activity which one can perceive. In other words, loka is a field of experience. Like we have in this Anaheim, we have Disney loka. It's a world, correct? Disneyland is there and Florida Disney World is there. Why it's called a Disney World? A world of a different experience, where people go and become like a child. Even adults can become a child, experience like a child. Hollywood world, you have, that's a world, means in a field of experience. So if our karmas are not extinguished or completed in this world, we have to carry on to the next. And therefore, though so long as our karmas are not exhausted, there is no journey ending. Ending of the journey is not there. Keep going. But Mahatmas are those who have completed their journey. And therefore they have nowhere to go. And they become one with the Supreme Reality. Once one becomes one with the Supreme Reality, there is no more travel, no more transmigration, no more samsara. And wherever they choose to be, where the body is usually, that's where people come to identify as a Mahasamadhi of the person. And there they remain blessing everybody. That's why Gurudev's body has been taken from San Diego, where he left his body, to Siddhavari, our ashram in Himalayas, and where his body was put to rest. And that is a place called Mahasamadhi Sthala. Since he physically left his body in San Diego in 93, we are going to have a major convention next year at San Diego, 25th Mahasamadhi program. You are all welcome to attend that. It's a one-week program, and I'll send more details to you. Now, when we come to this topic of how and in what way a Mahatma becomes one with the Supreme Reality. This is kind of abstract to us. A philosophy means metaphysics. Meta means beyond. You should know it. Metaphysics means beyond physics. Right? Metaphysics is not a physical reality, but not unreal at the same time. The physics that we know is what is experimentable objectively. But when this goes beyond the comprehension of human mind, but yet real, it becomes metaphysics. And great masters in their deep contemplation come to experience and realize this. And they have declared it in their own words, which is later on compiled and given to us by Veda Vyasa, which is called Upanishads. So Upanishads are Apta Vakya. Apta means fulfilled, complete Vakya statements. So Upanishads declare to us or tell us that everyone is capable of reaching there. No race, no faith or no gender discrimination is there in this. Only thing is you have to be a human being. That's all. Even non-living being or non-human beings also allowed, but who will teach them? Mahatmas have initiated even dogs and what do you call buffaloes or cows are also into that. But as a human being, we are more privileged to reach that state of oneness with the highest truth. In this context, I have to tell you one small story. One Mahatma said, I was always wondering that everybody says a small child can also talk philosophy if you can understand it. But I always did not believe it. So one day it so happened, I was in some place and one child was sitting around in the temple, and the child got up suddenly, took a matchbox and lit a lamp. So I was quite happy that the child has some samskar, some good virtues, that it knows that you have to light a child. Nowadays kids, you ask them light a, they look for lighter first. And then if you give them a matchbox, they will kill that matchbox. They don't even know that to be striking has to be done. And anyway, this very well lit. So then I asked this question. Hey, dear child, you struck a matchstick and to light the lamp. Where did the fire come from? What is the origin of fire? Where is the ultimate fire coming from? Because if you ask, where is the fire coming from? You may say, strike a match and there the fire is. Where is the original fire coming from? I thought that the child would not know. What answer would you give if you are asked that question? Where is the original fire coming from? Saw that child, you know what she did? That girl went there. They put off that fire. They said, why did you do that? It went back to the same place where it came from. Now, this may be a kind of joke to you, but that is the truth. Similar thing happened in the life of Sri Ramana Maharshi also. One boy who was living in a deep village somewhere, and he wanted to see Mahatma, that is Ramana Maharshi. And so he travelled from a long distance from his village, came to the bus stand, walking maybe a few kilometers, and then took a bus and came to the nearest point, and then from there he took some jatka or something, came near the ashram. From the ashram gate he started walking into the abode where Sri Ramana Maharshi was staying, and having reached there he found a lot of people sitting next to him, but nobody is asking any questions. Quiet. He was quite disappointed. I came all the way to listen to, but nobody is talking anything, and he is also quiet. Now what am I here for? So he waited for a while, nobody asked a question. So he raised his hand. Can I ask a question? Yes. Everybody says that you are a Mahatma. What is mukti, moksha? How do I reach there? Yeah. So that is quite a relevant question, not out of place. How do I reach the state of moksha? Ramana Maharshi, as usual, he was looking at him for a while. Said, go back the way you came. Go back the way you came. That's all it said. He was quite disappointed. Go back the way I came. I came all the way from the village. Picking up a bus and then came here and Jatka and then walked. So I have to go back the way I came. For this only I came. He was quite unhappy. What an answer is that? So after that, Ramana Maharshi kept quiet, and then they rang the bell for lunch and everybody dispersed. I was standing there stunned. So one elderly gentleman came and said, "Are you surprised by the answer?" "Yes, I didn't understand first of all." "You didn't understand?" "No." "Sit down." So when he said, "Go back the way you came," what do you understand first of all? "No, I came back from the village, came from the village, I go back to the village." You means what? The one who is asking the question. I? Yes. Where did it come from? What is the origin of the I? Have you ever asked that question? What is this I who is asking this question? What is the origin of this I? Is it the body asking the question? Is it your mind asking the question? Is it your soul asking that question? So he said, body is not asking the question, obviously not. Perhaps the mind. But you said the soul. What is that? So that is the point that we have to now take it upon. There is an Upanishad called Kaivalya-Upanishad. In that, there is this explanation of this. You understand that when you wake up in the morning, not morning, wake up why morning? Can be afternoon also. Sunday only. What is the first thought you get? First thought. I. Not ice cream. I. Isn't it? I am awake. Isn't that true? Because it stays very few fraction of the seconds, you don't catch it. So maybe some sound which woke you up, or alarm that you woke you up, whatever it is. Even before becoming aware of the alarm or any other sound which woke you up, or a thought maybe, I has to be there before you hear. If you are listening to alarm, who is listening? I am quite afraid. Do you have Alexa here anywhere? Yeah? You know what is Alexa, right?
Yeah.
You have? Thanks. So that Amazon device, Alexa, and you say, Alexa, it starts. Yes. Now, if it has to listen to, if it has to answer, it has to be listening.
Yes.
That's a fear. It listens everything what you're saying in the whole home. Whatever you're saying, it is constant. Somebody is listening. Let us say you are in the other room, and I call you out, and if you answer, that means you are listening. Say yes or no.
Yes. Yes.
If you're sleeping and you are not there, if I say, Sharada, no answer would come. If you are awake and listening only, you will answer the question. What's the time now? Alexa, what's the time now? It answers. That means it is listening. That means it is listening to all conversations. Somebody is listening to all your conversations. So if you are having Alexa, please be careful. Huh?
Yes.
I have it next to my table, so it keeps listening to whatever I'm saying. Thank God it doesn't know what I'm thinking. Now, so if you are waking up for an alarm, that means the one who is listening to the alarm is awake already to respond to that alarm. You get it? So the one which is not your mind, because mind is taking rest, it is sleeping. But the one which is not the mind is the soul. It's called awareness. The first identification of this awareness with the mind is called I. That's what is waking up. The soul is not waking up, it's always awake. What is waking up on listening to that sound is the I. And that I is the one which is seeking answers. It is that I which is trying to get out of its conditioning, limitation, samsara. So Kaivalya Upanishad says, you have to first of all discover that in you. Because the word Kaivalya means solitude. Only in exclusive practice of meditation you come to realize or discover its presence. It's like a person who is singing, a traditional singer, before he or she starts singing, there will be a shruti behind. Ding, 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 ding. And she listens to that shruti and then picks up a raga based upon the sound that she hears. She tunes her voice based upon the shruti. And that's why the word shruti also. Shruti means to listen. Sarvanam. Shruti means the sound that you listen to, hearing. And based upon the shruti alone, it's the pitch and the raga, or pitch and the tune, which you will tune to and then start singing. In the same way, there is a constant shruti, a background within us. All our mental activities, emotions and other things are all happening on the background of, with the background of that. That quiet awareness is there, present, in whose presence alone we are able to do all the things. Just like a painter can paint only when there is a canvas. You cannot paint in the space, can you? The painting can be done only in a motionless canvas. If the canvas is moving, you cannot paint. If I keep a canvas in front of me, now paint. I move. You paint now, you move. What you will get is this. It's called modern art. Something will be there, but nobody understands. So that very soul, that very awareness, which is silently present in us, needs to be exclusively experienced. And for which you need to exclusively sit for discovering it. That is called meditation. Vivikta deshe cha sukhasanastah samashiragriva suchishamagriva shirasharira adyashramasta sakalendriyani nirudya bhaktya swagurum pranamya rutpundarikam virajam vishuddham vichintya madhye vishadam vishokam. Very beautifully gives us direction. Vivikta deshe, in an exclusive solitude where nobody else is there. Sukhasanastah. Sukha asane stitaha. Sukha asana is different from Shaya asana. Shayanasana is what we are familiar with. Some of them are sitting and sleeping. But your Sukha asana, they very comfortable posture. Your back is straight without leaning on anything. Because these are all Walmarts. They are on wall. Even I have to sit here. Straight without a support. But train yourself. Sukhasanastha. So having sat there, Vivikta deshe cha sukhasanastha, and your back must be straight in such a way that head, neck and the trunk of the body should be in straight line. Swamiji, that's what I'm saying, lie down. No. Lying down also everything becomes straight, but not there. Suchihi, clean, pure. Shira, Griva, Sharira must be sama. Head, neck and trunk of the body. And sitting there, what you should do? Take sannyas. Atyashrama. Atyashrama means, it's called antyashrama actually. Ati ashrama or antyashrama. Antyashrama means sannyasa, meaning taking to the mental attitude of sannyas. One may say that I have not taken sannyas, why should I do? No. When you are sitting for meditation, you are not going to sit for meditation as so and so. You are not a husband, you are not a wife, you are not a father, you are a mother, you are not a brother or sister, or you, all these relationship, keep it aside. In meditation, you are a soul. S-O-U-L. S-O-L-E also. So you are solely a soul. So at that point, you do not have, because your journey is towards discovering yourself. And all our concerns and worries and unhappiness and disturbances are as so and so, are not as a soul. Karna hai, wo karna hai, my wife doesn't listen to me, my husband never listens to me, whatever. Children worst. That concern is always there. So at that time of meditation, all these things you have to keep it aside. Atyashramasta sakalendriyani nirudhya. Having controlled and withdrawn all your senses. Just like you do in sleep. Is it not in sleep you have withdrawn yourself from all experiences of the world? You don't see anything, you don't hear anything. And your wife is saying something, you don't hear anything. Eyes are open but you don't listen, that's why. You see, you're not closing your eyes like a teenager. Teenagers, they put on the headphones, never listen to anybody. But husband, even whether headphone, no headphone, they won't listen anyway. Especially while sleeping. You keep saying, it's like a lullaby for me. Eyes, ears are open, but you don't listen. Nose are open, no smelling. So nirudhya sakalendriyani, and then bhaktya swagurum pranamya. Mentally saluting your own preceptor or a teacher, spiritual master. Ritpundarigam virajam vishuddham. In the lotus of your heart, virajam, without any rajas, without any kind of extrovertedness, in other words. No planning at that point. I want to do this, I want to take bananas for the satsang, these are things. Not thinking about all that. Without planning for the day. Virajam, vishuddham. Vichintya madhye vishadam vishokam. With no depression. Vishada means a state of depression, dejection. Or shoka is sorrow. None of those things. No extrovertedness. No depression or dejection. No sorrow. Keep aside all that. Achintyam avyaktam anantarupam Shivam prashantam amrutam brahmayonim Tadadi madhyanta vihinamekam the description is so beautiful. Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantarupam. The nature of the soul must be made akin to the presence of Lord Shiva. And that is why Bhagavan Shiva is the symbolic representation of that state of Kaivalya. Even though married, he is a householder. He has wife, he has 2 children, and he has enough pets also along with him. Isn't it true? He has a tiger also standing, because wife's pet, tiger or a lion, one of those. And then one son has got peacock as the pet. Another one has got a mouse as the pet. And he himself has got a bull as a pet. And also in snake, there is in snake city. The snake is afraid of that peacock which is there. And peacock is waiting. Come down, I am going to kill you. And the tiger or the lion is looking at that bull. No, you just let him go inside. I will finish. And the snake is looking at the mouse. Everybody is against each other. But they are all one family. Very interesting. But he is Prashant. Achintyam, unthinkable. Avyaktam, unmanifest. Anantarupam, eternal. Shivam, Prashantam. Achintyam, avyaktam, anantarupam. Shivam, Prashantam. Brahmayonim is the very source of Brahman. Tadadi madhyanta vihinamekam Vibhum and Adi Madhya Anta Vihina. No beginning, no end, middle, no end. And it is Uma Sahayam, along with Uma. That's why it's called Umapati. Umapati. Himavan Putri Haimavati. Uma Sagayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantham Prashantam Dhyatva Munirgacchadi Brahmayonim. So a person who is thus sitting for such a discovery of the soul must realize that the very soul which I am is none other than symbolically represented by Lord Shiva himself. That's why the deity to be worshipped by every sannyasi is only Bhagavan Shiva, because he is the very symbol of renunciation. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantham Prashantam Dhyatva Munirgacchati Bhutayo Brahmayonim Yasmin Layam, and in which everything is merging. That is the attempt in meditation. So the discovery of the soul, exclusive of the identification with the mind and body, etc. One who has reached that state of oneness with the soul, which is also the soul merged in the highest. First of all, discover the soul. Then recognize that it is independent of all the things. Body, mind, intellect, and external world, everything. And even while living also, one must recognize that in spite of all these things, it is independent of all that. And such a one who has thus exclusively paying attention to that soul within and abiding in its original nature reaches the Kaivalya-dham. That is why our Gurudev is given that name, Kaivalya-swaroopaaya Namah. It's one whose swarupa, one's nature has become of the eternal soul. That is description, the whose nature is absolute oneness. Kaivalya-swaroopa. Kevala means alone. In this country, every person after a certain, and when they become senior citizens, senior means they would see near everything. It's called senior citizens. They become very lonely, right? Because they are still a lot of loan to pay, so lonely. That is not the idea here. Lonely means feeling, oh, nobody is there, nobody cares. See, life is to be lived alone only. Every one of us. Because the soul is alone, always. It may have an external company, but his journey is always alone. Challa khela, challa khela. You have to go alone only. There's a song, right? Challa khela, challa khela. Charatyeva, charatyeva. Alone. Kshurasya tara nishida duradya durgam padastat kavayo vadanti uttishtada jagrada prapyavaran nibodata. Upanishad says this path is like a razor's edge. You have to be very carefully treading that path, and you have to go by yourself. Somebody may accompany you, but that person's journey is independent of yours. So that journey has to be taken up interestingly, seriously. Don't drag yourself. So this journey of the soul, when it finds its ultimate end, where it transcended all further births, is called Kaivalya-bhava or Kaivalya-swaroopaaya. The one who has reached that is Kaivalya-swaroopaaya Namah. Salutation to the one who reached there. Now one may ask that if I am that soul who has no connection, really speaking, with the body, mind, etc., with respect to body, mind, etc., only all my relationship on. If you say I am so-and-so son, the sonness comes from the body. My body is given this birth by so-and-so, my mother, my father, and with respect to that only my brother. If the parents are not there, then how will you see sister or brother? That is also only a relationship with my brother or sister is related to my mother and father, and then myself. In this part of the world, it's a different thing, Your children, our children, my children, and our children. There are three varieties. So, is it your sister? Yeah, my father's daughter. That's what I told you. No, that's different. Very difficult. Anyway. So all relationship are with respect to body. And again you say I am happy and unhappy related to the mind. I feel alone, I am depressed and I am not respected. Intellect. See, only with respect to something which you identify, this world has become a world of relativity. When you discover exclusively your being, not necessarily connected to any of this, that soul, why am I then here like this, whatever I am? That also to be answered. I'll tell you a story. Our Gurudev, he was, when he was not a sannyasin, but he was always questioning about nature of life and death, etc. He used to tell a story about that. Once he was going with his friend in Chennai. And Chennai is known for, he used to say when he was young also, when he was, whenever he would go to Chennai, even now, even when later time, he used to conduct the Jnana Yajnas, talks on Gita. Then he used to see the poster, he'll say, Sinimaya talking. In Tamil, Chinmaya they won't write, Sinimaya. So he knows, these Tamilians are very fond of cinema. Sinimaya. Why South Indians are relatively dark? Do you know? They watch a lot of Sun TV. So once he was going with his friend and both are getting getting bored on a Sunday afternoon. So his friend asked that question: why are we here? We are just roaming around. No, why are we here in this world? So Gurudev, Swami Ishwaranandaji, same Balakrishna Menon said, I don't know answers to these questions. Yeah. Enjoy. No, but why are we here? Seriously, that fellow asked. To get rid of him, get rid of his question. Hey, this movie is running in this theater. Let's go. Let's go. So a movie might have started. No, it doesn't matter. We'll go. It doesn't matter. Every movie is same. We'll go. So they both entered the movie theater. It's already started. So everything is so dark. So the small, pencil light. Somebody showed the way. Slowly, Dasha. They went inside, watching the movie. Serious movie. Usual husband, that hero, heroine, and they were going on. So that his friend of his got very engrossed in that movie. Was at the edge. What's happening? So Balakrishna Menon, that is Gurudev. What? Why are we here? What's movie? Don't ask me questions. After some 5 minutes. What? Why are we here? Stupid. We were watching the movie. Just watch the movie. Why are you asking this? If you are, get out of this place. I know you are going to ask. I am not going to answer that question. We are here to enjoy this. Okay. After that, he went out. Then this fellow, what is that? When you go to the movie, don't ask that question. This whole world is like that. It's a wonderful movie going on. If you ask that question, you will not enjoy anymore. Enjoy anymore means, unless you find the answer, you will not be rest content. So once you discover the soul, I am cautioning you now. If you attempt in meditation to find out who you are, then not that you will become unhappy about the world, you will be so interested to find how the whole thing happened. How is that we are in this world of change? That Kaivalya-Upanishad answers that beautifully. Sayeva maya parimohitatma shariramaastaya karoti sarvam striyannapanadi vichitra bhogaihi sayeva jagrat paritruptimeti. Saeva jivaha, that very soul itself, mayaya parimohita atma, deluded by illusion. It's like when you go to a magic show, you wonder how he is doing. Don't you wonder? So then suddenly something disappears. It's such an illusion. Sayeva maya parimohita atma. And how this illusion starts? Shariramastaya. Holding on to this physical body. Karoti sarvam. Does everything. Stri, anna, panadi, vichitra bhogai. Enjoying various kinds of pleasures through this physical body. Sayeva jagrat paritriptimeti. In this waking world, he experiences, or the soul experiences, various kinds of sensory experiences. Oh. Then what happened to that soul? Swapne sajivaha sukadukka bhokta. It gets into the next stage of experience every day. What is called swapna. Swapna means swayam apna. Swayam apna means always with oneself. Sukadukka bhokta. Enjoying there also joys and sorrows. It is interesting. Dream is yours. In there also you can suffer. What a wonderful thing. Nobody is making you unhappy. You yourself. Somayaya kalpita jiva loke. In that Swapna Avasthayam, in the state of Swapna, it creates its own world. Outside world is not involved. Saeva, Swapne Sajivas Sukadukka Bhokta Swamayaya Palkalpidas Jiva Loke. By one's own Maya. Earlier, at least the external world, there is a Maya illusion outside. Here, Swamaya, one's own illusion. And there, enjoy. Such an individual we are. Shushupti kale sakale viline. But the third stage where we get into is called Sushupti, deep sleep. Sakale viline, when everything else is become quieter. But then what happens there? Tamo vibhuta sukarupameti. Filled with darkness of ignorance, also there is a bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Is it not that every day some of you are already there? Swamiji, you keep talking. I'm already enjoying. And again, punascha janmandara karma yogat. Why you wake up then? If you are enjoying, say, waking world, you enjoyed the pleasures through the body. In the dream world, you created your own world and you are enjoying it. In the sleep, there is ignorance. Then why do you wake up? Karma. Your karma which you have been carrying will wake you up. Punascha janmantara karma yoga. Sayeva jivaha swapitaha prabuddha. One which has been one which was sleeping now wakes up. This is the story of all of us. One should recognize, therefore, the whole thing is a play. As per our identification, so will be our experience. In the state of waking, in this body, we create experiences. In the state of dream, it's our mind exclusively creating our experiences. In the state of deep sleep, you have the ignorance, the darkness of ignorance that brings a bliss. But you cannot stay there. Again, wake up. The same thing extended after death. It's like the extended sleep. Again, karma wakes you up to the next body. Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavanam jara tata dehantara prapti. So this is the story of a soul. But an individual who thus realized this whole thing is a drama that is going on continuously. But if I, in my meditation, which is not a sleep, which is not a dream, which is not an engagement in the world, where an attempt has been made by an individual to exclusively discover the exclusivity of the soul, comes to realize that all that I am doing, all that I engage in is a choice that I make. Choicelessly, I need not want to live anymore. I choicefully, joyfully engage and joyfully, choicefully disengage also. Dukkha, that's why dukkha sanyoga viyoga yoga. Definition is given in Gita. Consciously disassociating with all association with sorrow. That is yoga. That when he thus realizes, thus he overcomes all his karma, such an individual alone is said to be one who has realized the truth. Soul has been realized as Paramatma only. Such an individual is referred as Kaivalya-swaroopaaya, of the nature of absolute truth. To that master is our salutations. And such a master alone can inspire everybody to reach the same state. And every one of us are equally eligible. We don't, point is, no, we don't take interest. Once we thus come into the blessings and grace of a great master, he will make sure that you reach there. That is his responsibility thereafter. So let us prostrate and salute to the master who would take us to the highest reality and truth. Discover it in this very life itself. Agle janam mein dekhenge bhai. We'll see in the next birth. What is the hurry? This is what you did last time also. It is like one particular priest was leaving from a church. He was transferred. So he was leaving and they were send-off party. So people who have been with him, they gathered up to send him off. One lady was crying, very profusely crying. So he felt very bad. He said, don't worry. I go, but somebody else will come better than me actually, would come. So don't worry. Then she cried more. Why? Why are you crying more? Last time also they said the same thing, but didn't happen. So last time also we decided, okay, pehle janam mein bhi tha, you were also in the satsang. There was another Swamiji was talking. Yes, next to birth we will do it. Nahi hua. Keep on postponing. So don't just remain as listener, but take action. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyid dukkha bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.